So when it comes to today's video games, is it really a surprise when you hear that a video game is going to include some sort of loot box or microtransaction system? Of course not, we're used to it. And I think by now we all know why microtransactions are in there. A good amount of people are willing to spend a good amount of money to be able to buy little superficial things that can just outfit your character in a certain way, or even worse, give you a certain boost against the competition. Looking at you, Battlefront 2. And as many people will tell you, things like this are more or less ruining video games for many people now, considering the way that they're being implemented in such a blatant cash grab. While the Avengers project is finding itself in some sort of weird situation, where we're hearing that the game is going to include DLC and planned post-launch content, although the way that they're explaining it seems to be the smart way to do it. So from what we're hearing from various people is the fact that the content they have planned for the actual game is going to include a variety of things. And some of the concept art and playable stages that have been seen so far, which they can't say if they're the ones in the game or planned for DLC, are Egypt, Wakanda, Adelan, Hell's Kitchen, New York, and Latveria. Now, the content is actually planned as single-player sort of expansions, quote-unquote, which will focus on the Marvel heroes, which can introduce new characters easier to the game. Essentially, what they're saying is the content is going to be priced pretty reasonably and expect episodic content post-release. So, for example, let's say, there's something new that's coming out, like the new season of The Runaways or Daredevil or something. Well, a mission pack that brings Daredevil will be available to kind of coincide with it to give it a little bit more hype. Sometimes this might include new areas that haven't been seen in the video game before, including new missions and new content which you can play with the character, and then other ones to discover new areas. Now also, according to these reports, microtransactions were planned at one point, but due to the negativity that's happened, they want to go back to the standard model of DLC like I just talked about, with episodic and expansion content, and try to ignore the whole idea of microtransactions, pay $1 to boost this up or whatever. So overall, it seems like that they're kind of understanding which direction they want to go in, and definitely deliver more of a pay right now, you get a complete package, and then we're going to build upon this package with releasing the proper type of DLC gamers want. So overall, it sounds pretty awesome, and if this is true, I can't wait. Because while it definitely seems like they're treating it as a games as a service, it seems like they're doing it a right way. Sort of like Overwatch.